Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So this is a medium short length stream, it's not going to be long. There is a Psycho Stick concert shortly that I want to attend, about an hour and a half away. So I'm going to get some work done while I wait for that to start. Hopefully you're all having a good day, hopefully this week's treated you well. Almost at the end, almost the weekend. I can't wait. Hey there, Were Knight, and how are you, Laser Oracle? Good to see you guys. So, those of you who have attended recent streams, you've probably seen this map in the works. I had a meeting with Jason, General VV. You may know him as one of the lead devs of Prodeus. We made some pretty drastic changes to the layout here. And this stream's basically just going to focus on sort of reworking that into something actually usable. So that's pretty much all this stream's going to be about. Currently in its current state, the map is not playable at all. Oh, yo, Were Knight, that's awesome. Congrats, buddy. So yeah, we're just... I'll go through the changes before I make a proper start. Let me just finish this slight little bit up. I'll drag this down here. Okay, so. The start here, we've made some changes. So the way that you used to enter is now blocked off. And you have to do a sort of curve round this stair set here. That's to expose the players to the sniper tower a second time straight away. So at the start you sort of dip and duck between the two blockades to avoid being shot by the sniper. Worm your way around here, trying to avoid the sniper again, and make a drop down. Once you come down here, you're faced with your first opposition, you get your first weapon, kill a couple of shotgunners. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And then, after you've done that, you'll grab a few bits of ammo. You'll see that there's a big green key door, like you can't miss that. You know where the destination is. And then up and away we go. Let's have a look. You haven't asked for this, you asked for a different vacancy? Okay. Well, hopefully this works out for you then, dude. Let me just load up the material browser quickly. There we go, now I know where this chat box should be. Cool. Yeah. So, once you come up here, there's going to be a window here. So you can see the sniper tower again. You're greeted with another view on it. I should duplicate that on the other side so it's reflected. And it will be a window, not some energy field. But we'll tackle that shortly. So you get this view, you're like, okay, yep, I know that I'm coming up into the danger zone again. You can see from the lighting where is safe, where is not. If you're in shadow, you're probably safe. This piece of floor here, we're going to be rebuilding that because that's built very sloppily just to get the point across. But yeah, the player's going to shuffle across, avoiding this. They've got to drop down. Once they shuffled here into safety, the idea here is that there'll be some combat that appears, so you get like another one of these guys, you get this, just to sort of contest with while you're here. Yeah. I get you, When I get you. It'll be a tough role to start, but once you've got in the flow of it, I think it'll work out for you, hopefully. So yeah, once you're here, you get a little bit of combat, you drop down to get back into cover, away from the sniper tower up there. So you're safe, you see that's the way to go. One more exposure, just here. That tower there shouldn't be there. So yeah, you get one more exposure, one tiny little bit of safe space, and then onwards. You go through a little cave. We're going to make this cave work. At the moment it looks like absolute arse. There'll be a lift here. You'll go up and away, and you're back up here. So before, you used to just come up here, go round, and you're there. So we've added all that extra terrain, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. Once you get here, you'd proceed on as normal. This bit, which was open before, will be closed. That'll be a green key lock, same as this gateway here. And you as the player will then have to sort of do another shuffle round the front, so you're presented with the sniper tower once more. You have to deal with the oncoming opposition here. And then you'll make your way around to here. Not going to worry about this area, there's no way I'll get onto that this stream, so we'll leave that for another time. So that's what I'm working on today, just making all this terrain a bit more finished. A bit more ready. And the first bit. So I'm going to work on it in the order that the player progresses. So they come around here, and the first thing I need to do is basically remove most of this platform, because it really does sort of show up as a vulnerability. The player could easily circumvent intended progression with this piece, so we're going to kill that off. So if I go onto the 45-degree angle, I'm going to get this to align on the grid like that. And with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in like a bit of structure here around the window so it looks a bit more intended, rather than just a random piece of window wedged into some rocks for the sake of a window being there. Oh man, we all get lazy. How is Modern Warfare? Would you say it's good? And hi there, Chinash. How are you? I'm going to delete this window. Oh, excuse me. I didn't put my phone on mute, so you're going to have to deal with that. Okay, so we've got like a nice square edge here now. So what I'm going to do with this, if I shuffle all of this in, just one more grid unit. 1, 2, shuffle in. Same with this piece. Shuffle that one inwards. We've got a couple more bits that need to be shuffled here as well. There we go. So that lines up with the grid nicely there. That's one term you could use for them, I suppose? Question mark. Okay, let's align this to the grid, move it into position. There we go. The way I'm working here is quite strange, in the sense that I'm just sort of rehashing existing geometry, but that's alright. Nice, good progress. Sprites are the hardest part for a lot of people, so don't worry yourself too much. It's just part of the package, I guess. That's a bit too thick and girthy. And as much as I condone thick and girthy, we want a nice thin window here. Bridge that across. There you go, you got yourself a playtester. Right, so now we have a little window frame. Let's decorate this accordingly. So I think I'm going to go with the trim material for the sides, the tops and bottoms. Let's have a think. I'm going to divvy this up a little bit. So we're going to do one set of slicing here, another one here, and we're going to shuffle that across to there. These inner pieces are going to give a different texture to. Nice, that works. So on the insides here, just to help draw some attention to it for the player, we're going to put a light on it, and I'm going to bring over that warm colour light. There we go. If I copied that, smack that in the middle here, shuffle it up in heights, get it in the centre, there we go. Oh god, I have the itchiest nose. That old curse of mine is back. Oh. There we go. Duplicate that, flip it. So there is an annoying change that has been made, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do not like it one bit. When duplicating items in the editor now, like watch this, if I duplicate it, it moves. It moves one full unit on two different axes across, like diagonally basically. And that Oh, words can't describe how much that annoys me. Jason has also complained about that to Mike, who made the change, so hopefully that one gets remedied soon enough. Okay, so we're going to change this window. Let's have a look at that wear night. Please no meme. Aha, nice. Yeah, I do like his style. So take it left is old, right is new. Nah. Oh well. Is it the other way around? Hold on, let me get that back open. Left it. Oh, it's a chainsaw. Okay. Surrender. Yep. Gotcha. I was going to say the lighting on the left one just is very flat by comparison. Yeah, that's nice, dude. Good work. Right. Glass. I haven't got a glass texture in my palette. Let's add that. And colour. I want that to have the mustard yellow applied to it. Sweet. And now this light here. Let's get the settings up for that. So intensity we're going to make 2. We're going to make the range only about 6 or 8. 8. There you go. So we've got a light there to attract it. Yeah. Haha. No worries, White Knight. Take care, dude. So that gives you a sight up to the sniper tower that's up there. That building's going to be nice and imposing, by the way. Alright, no worries, Laser. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so next up I'm gonna touch up this terrain here, I think. And first things first, to do that, I'm going to want to take the side geometry from here, duplicate it, flip it, and move it into place. There we go. So you got the side of the stair there. I missed this piece out by mistake. There we go. That will do nicely. And now this here needs to sort of change its shape a bit. Oh, I don't like what's happened here. There we go. Right, I see what's happened. So we don't need that line, we don't need that line. We could probably just get rid of that one entirely for now. We don't need that line there. Much better. Hi there, MFG, how you doing? Hope you're well. So this bit here is going to connect nice and flat against that, but then we'll just sort of wiggle this outwards a bit. There we go. Shimmy this into place. Do the same with this piece. Grid line that. There we go. Scraping along. Yeah, dude, same. Same here. Actually, I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to chuck one of those behind here. Sneaky little bastard, but that'll do. Haha. Ain't that the truth? Hello, Atro, how you doing? Good to see you here. Okay. I forgot about this rocky piece here, so we're going to add that in ourselves. So shuffle that one up. And bring this across to here. Make sure everything lines up. You can do the same on this side. Whoop. There we go. Change the shaping of this a little bit. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Bring this down. Get rid of that. Put the texture in and we're good. There you go. Happy days. How is my quarantine going? Good question. It no longer really feels like quarantine. It just feels like this is normal life now. I've really honestly gotten used to it. Gonna make that a bit thicker just so it looks like it could withstand the weights. Could try something interesting here. Hello, what is going on there? Ooh. Okay. That ain't right. That ain't it, Chief. Ah. Okay, that should be better. Oh, dude, the music video to Very Noise is fantastic. I have no words to describe it. It's just insane. I've been meaning to listen to the new album, actually. I still haven't bothered, so... Hey! Actual pizza. Good for you, Hatro. Good for you. Can't deprive the Italian of his pizza now, can we? Right, I'm going to copy... Actually. Right there. Copy. Move that out of the way and delete. Then we'll give it some pasta. So this wall here we're going to have to align to suit this possible rotation. Yeah, we don't want to do a grid alignment on that. Let's see. If I was to shimmy, let's merge all this in. So if I was to grab this line here and this line here, and we just knock it back by 2? Yeah, that's much better. Point that down a bit more just so it hits the surface. That's a nicer angle. There we go. I actually think I'm going to widen the lens on this one. Fuck yeah. That's working for me. Yeah, it's weird. Like, trying to focus is tough when you're in isolation. So my day job, I was really struggling with it for a while. Just like I'm sat here knowing like half the country isn't doing much with their lives right now, and I'm over here working 2 fucking jobs and all this sort of thing. It's like, it does grate on you. But I've sort of learned to get over that. Haha. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Gonna stagger these zombies just a little bit. Just so you got a little bit more thinking time once you drop down. Cool. That gets handled okay. So once you're up here, you got the window. That's good. I'm gonna decorate this green fence better next. So if I just straight up delete that for now. Gonna move that over there just so it's out of the way. Level design for Prodeus is indeed the other job, yes. The job I'm more excited about in day-to-day life, shall I say. But unfortunately spend less time on. Just the way it is, Prodeus isn't the job that pays my bills, so... That's unfortunately the way it's got to be. Okay, Okay, so let's try and get this to line up in a nice way. Get that to line up there. And if we take this other line, we'll make this 6 of those units wide. So that lines up there. Do the same here. One thing I have done recently, actually, is start up an Instagram. Let me put a link in Twitch for you, where I'm just posting my photography. Oh, look at that. Bunch of stuff. Fancy. Fair enough, Atro. Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about it, so I'm sure it's good. Okay. So this is 3 large units with a half extra. So I'm going to make this cavity here the same width to make my life easier. Right, hold on. Whoop. Merge that together. Okay, so we need it to be 6 wide. Oh, that's not merged with the floor. Let's do that quickly. Right. Put that there. Let's see. This whole piece here is going to have to go backwards, I think. Yeah, by 1. And this one here goes in by 1. And we lengthen that out to here. Yeah, that would work. I'm actually going to shimmy that across by 1 and that across by 1. Just so I can grab this and do another line outwards like that. Ah, sod it. That can go back. There you go. Cool. You want Eagle's Camel Dance Floor up next for you, my friend. And we'll put Very Noise on afterwards as well. Alright, so add to queue. Add to queue. Let me double check the queue. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Good lord. That's very forward thinking, MFG. Very forward thinking. Current song is Tell Us a Flame by Humanity's Last Breath. This is the instrumental version. Here's a link for you. I feel like I need to sneeze. And it's gone. Why can't I sneeze? Okay. So we want our gates here. Are they both on the same grid? They are. They're both actually on the 45-degree grid. I love that. Okay. Sneezing... Sneezing is something I can't do. Like, even when I sneeze, I don't sneeze properly. I'm actually going to delete that. Oh, bye-bye. So, that's the maximum height we can use here. So we're going to go 1. Oh, shit. Please. I said please. Let's get rid of that. Quit. Cool. There we go, right. So, if I slice this up a bit. Hey, thank you, Summon Demon New. strangely worded username, but yeah, thank you very much for the follow, dude. This one here, right. Let's take these. And do that. Merge this down. 1, 2, remove. Same with this. Down to there. Remove those half points. Get the sides down to here. There you go. Right. This is going to be our gate. And we're going to have some nice big green lights on here. So where is our light texture? It's all the way up the top if I'm not mistaken. Yep. We're going to apply the emissive color to that. We're going to go for a black material color. And then this can be trim in black. And then the sides, we'll use this texture. To help me see what I'm doing, I'm just going to slap a nice large light in. Make its range like 20. There you go. Much brighter. So this one here, this is like a support piece. I'm going to simply use that material on it. And we're going to use like a nice gunmetal color. Nah, the bit that's black should be the gunmetal. And then we're going to go for the lighter grey on the outside piece here. Mate, this track's solid. If this is what to expect from Igor's new album, I'm in. Okay, right. Need to select these pieces. We'll bring that out to here. This whole chunk here I'm actually going to expand. To there. Yep, I like that. And then, let's see. Okay, I totally missed your message, AMFG. You plan to reverse engineer and modernize Unreal Ed 1. That's a ambitious goal. I like it. I wish you the best of luck with it. I personally wouldn't know where the fuck to begin. So... okay. Where's the green that I want? There. Let's grid align this. Not sure what I'm actually going to be doing with this piece, but we'll work it out. That colour palette being in the way is annoying. There we go. That's going to be light, I think. So apply the light material. I hope I didn't swap that colour. Yeah, this track's wild. And the video to go with it is insane. Don't know why I haven't bothered to check out the new album yet, come to think of it. Okay. Apply color. Apply panel. We'll do hotspot. Vertical. That texture isn't quite what I'm thinking. That. So in this middle panel, let's have a think. If I just separate it from the rest for now. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to make this a green switch door, basically. That's the wrong computer screen. That's the one we want. Is that to do with this specific hotspot? Or has that been changed since I last used it? Intriguing. Let me just go check this door here. That's certainly not see-through. Okay then. Is there now 2 interactive pieces? Screens interact, there you go. That's the one I'm supposed to be using. Okay, that's cool. So we can actually place interactive pieces over the top of other textures instead of just screens, I guess. There we are. So I'm going to turn shuffle off and then skip to the next song because I know that's actually good. Yeah. We're going to give the actual panel some green as well. So just got a little green computer screen in the middle there. I do feel like these two need some kind of decoration. I'm wondering if we can get away with this one. That is working. Get that onto the smallest grid there. Shimmy that up to here. And then we'll make that black. Done. There's our door. Almost. It's not quite there yet. So we're going to flip that on the X. Oh yes, on the 9. I still can't believe I forget about that one. Spin that around. Always got to add some sound effects to your editors. You're moving a piece of geometry fast. Want to undo? Yeah. Make it the 90s again. I'm thinking this whole thing. So I can merge this down now. This is all good as one piece. But I'm thinking in this instance here, that actually needs to hit the ceiling. Yoink. Then this light panel here, it's not symmetrical. Which is just something to do with the way the texture works. See how it has this like little right edge here? In some contexts, that's really nice to work with. And other contexts like this one, not quite so much. That, on the other hand, is nice and symmetrical. And powerful looking. So, we're going to get rid of this light. And then we're going to add 3 lights. They're all going to be quite small, though. So we're going to have this one here. We're going to apply the green to it. Boop. And you're going to have a range of 4 and an intensity of 2. So you're super illuminated. Oh, this moving duplicate thing, I'm going to go complain about this on Slack straight after this stream. I'm not happy with it. 8, intensity 1. So it's bigger, but it's not as in your face. So where does that line up? That lines up on the edge there. Cool. Nah, the door won't bring the engine to its knees. And I think, last but not least, we're going to need to bring this across. Let's see. Smaller range yet. And just put one in front of the screen. On both sides. Please. There we go. Actually, these ones could be much bigger, so we'll make that like 8, intensity 1. Get rid of that. Move that there. Shuffle that back in place. There we go. That should be okay. So with lights, MFG, if you wanted this to bring it to its knees, we could turn on shadows. Use shadows. If I turn that on, it'll be dynamically rendering the shadows for this whole thing. Let me merge that gates down into one piece. So if I turn off the grids, it's easier to see. Watch around here as I move the thing. See that shadow being formed? So if you want to do lighting that'll bring the engine to its knees, not a good idea, I wouldn't recommend it. That's how you'd go about it. I'm going to have to do something about that Z fighting. Easy enough. Okay, I'm going to detach that floor from the rest. Ah, there you go. See, that actually fills in the whole area. Righty-ho. Yeah, so shadows are the most taxing part of the lighting engine. So if you don't turn shadows on, because you don't need them, which reminds me I need to turn them off on all these now. Lights are really not that taxing on the engine at all. Like, sure, it looks better with the shadows, but not enough to warrant the CPU or GPU like strain it causes. Z fighting, be gone. Be gone, thought! Okay, so we've got a door, we've got the way it lowers. Let's script this bad boy up before I duplicate it across. So we are going to want assets. No, not assets. My mind has gone completely blank. It is assets. Asset browser. There you go. Right, so we've got functions. So we're going to drag in a button. Let's turn the grid back on so I can see what I'm doing. So this button, if you rotate it around, you can see one side has an orange face. That is where is touchable. And it does like a ray trace for that. So the volume size we're going to make 4. So you have to be within the purple radius to touch it. I might increase that to 5 just to make the reach a bit better. And the button size we're going to make 1.5. You must look at this button and it's disabled after being pressed and it requires the green key and it shows the HUD message. Done. Now, duplicate that. Cry internally as it realigns. Assuming that's the other side and then rotate it. Imagine forgetting how to map for Doom. Oh, I'm perfectly capable, don't worry. I am considering taking part in the Mayhem 2020. Okay, so we've got mover. So this mover, I'm going to put to the top, aligned with the top like that. And it's going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units, I think that is. No, I've got that completely wrong. 4 units. These are half unit measurements, Josh. And about a second is probably the right amount of time for this to take. So, we are going to do this button. We'll do a relay. We'll do a relay. So the relay can be a controller, so both buttons can control the relay. Just so I don't have to script the same action twice for each button. Then anything that the button should do comes from the relay. So the relay will power the mover. I'm on the wrong one. Power the mover, which this is this. So this moves when the mover is told to move. That'll move downwards. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to function. We're going to get a cam shake in there. We'll have that originate in the center of this. And I imagine the default settings, honestly, will be fine. So we'll have that so when you start, I'll set that to loop as well. So when you start the button, it starts shaking the camera a bit, and then when this is finished moving, we stop the camera shake. Next up, we're going to look for some decorators. So, one shot. We're going to have some medium sparks spawn in the corners. I do want a duplicate. Rather than it being directly in a corner, I'm going to put it in the center because then it works for both sides. The sparks are big enough to come out from there. So when it starts moving, we spark. And then when it finishes moving, we're going to have a dust as well as the sparks. So this dust will be, I'm going to line it up here in the center. Down a little bit. Going to move the cam shake out the way if I can manage to grab it. Cam shake can go further up, that's fine. So, that there will originate where the lighting is. I'm going to parent the light to the mover, so the light for this moves with it. See how the light in the ceiling dims? Dims. English. It's my first language. You wouldn't have thought so, would you? So it comes down here. And is there anything else I want to have happen? Oh yes, sound effects. So, audio browser, let's get this up, make this a bit bigger. Pause the music. So I think we're going to go for a door sound effect, even though it's technically an elevator. So I think that's 1 second. Yep. So that might be perfect as a standalone sound. Yeah. So what we do is we select the mover, and when we start moving, we play that sound. That's all we need. I think there's a green key here. So this is actually the perfect place to test it. So if I go save as DF maps, Hazardous Peaks. No, not Hazardous Peaks. It's called new map at the moment. Temporarily calling it Marksman because it's all sniper based. Who knows what it will be called in the final version. Then I'll do a play from here. Cool. Freeze the AI so I don't get shot to pieces. Grab the green key. So we've got a green key door. There you go. I forgot to trigger all the sparks and stuff, I believe. Ah, the button on the other side. Okay. That's easy to fix. So, this button will tell this button to turn off. This button will tell this button to turn off. Both buttons will be attached to the mover so they move down with the actual button texture. So on start, I don't actually think those worked, you know, so I'm going to move those out a bit. Cool, so we'll get those sparks there to trigger on the start, and then when we're finished moving, we're triggering the stop on the cam shake, that's right. We want to trigger the dust and trigger the sparks as well. So, you know, this is making the door as elaborate as we could. Well, it's not as elaborate as we could, but as elaborate as it could possibly need to be. And we're doing it all up front, so freeze the AI. Cool. Green key required. Let's fill my screen. That is certainly not annoying at all. Might suggest a character or message limit there. That cam shake was weak. We need to play with those settings. But yeah. So you can now open this green door. So on the return trip, there's like these little sneaky bits going round, and then like here, like you would have to jump up, which you can't do. So that's why we're going to put the gate here as well, so you can just get a quick access back to this door here. Check this door out, by the way. Fuck yeah, that's a door. I didn't make that door, I can't take credit. But my word, is it beautiful. Also the music. I do love the track that's in place for this. Yep, you do want your doors nice and powerful. So is that dip there kind of annoying? Not really. Woo! This bit's so work in progress, it's unreal. Okay, let the music roll. I'm going to take a quick toilet break. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I will leave you with, yeah, this funky tune. I should be back by the time it ends. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I took a little longer than planned. I had a ton of messages on my phone, which reminds me I should put that on silent. Yeah, so. Where were we? We're going to put that gate over there. And hello, Godsoul, how you doing? That's quite the metal idea there. Oh, shit, I want to select that. Quite the metal idea there, Boris. I don't disapprove. God, once you highlight everything, it makes it look so much more complex than it actually is. Okay. So we're going to take a copy of that. We're going to shimmy that bad boy over here. We're going to flip it 90 degrees. Yeah, it's 90 degrees, cool. We're going to prod that little fucker up over against this. Done. Hey! How you doing, Bella? How is the little one? Hope she's well. I'm here for another just under an hour, so you haven't missed everything. We just made a sexy new gate. I mean, I declare it to be sexy. You guys could decide otherwise. Right, I do want to check that that gate works as intended, so save, play the map. There we go. Even though nothing really works the way it needs to. Bye-bye. Make sure that's actually got no seams on it. Yep, we're good with that terrain. Give me your gun. This gun needs to be powered up, in my opinion. Ha! That's a good game to be hooked on. Encourages creativity. So, green door. Ah, see, the button's not... I didn't copy the button. Okay. Let me check the other side quickly. Also, let me freeze the AI. It's all getting on my tits a little bit. You could die. Can you make that jump? You can. Okay, that needs to be reworked. 100%. Are you in danger from the sniper tower here? I guess you sort of are. I think I know the solution. We basically put a wall in the way here, so that you have to go outwards and round. Ha, MFG. Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be worked. It needs to be worked on. I can't... As much as I love speedrunners and encouraging speed running, I can't just be throwing in, like, 30-second time skips all over the map. That is so arbitrary as well. Like, I think ones that normal players are going to do, that needs to be looked at, basically. So that works both sides. Let me just double check the other one. Running around like a squirrel on crack right now. So that one's there. I just didn't copy the button on the other side. Okay, right, gotcha. And then double check. Go grab the green key, which won't be here in the end product. Yep, that's good. Fuck you. And that one, yep, that's good. I'm going to increase the range on that button so you don't get the press E to thing flicker too much, I think. And we need to cut out the floor here. Right, okay. Plenty to be getting on with. So that button is the first one to fix. Shimmy that bastard across. Put it there, rotate it around. Make sure it's got its connection to the relay. Good. And the other button. They need to talk to each other to turn themselves off. So you turn you off. You turn you off. You both should be parented to that. Right, cut the floor out. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's that. This bit here, we're going to work on this next, because this is a total mess if you look at the lines. And it has an underside, which it shouldn't have, and yeah. It's less than ideal. So, goodbye base, we don't need that. Right, those can all do a death, that can go away. So we've simplified the geometry to what it should be. Kill off some bits that we don't need. Oh, we don't need that wall there, for example. Right, where does this start? Okay, that starts on that corner there, so we're going to shimmy that across. There we go. Found some smoke to make the door smoking. Get it? Yeah, yeah. Don't want to overdo the door now. It's only a little door. As tempting as it is to make like the most over-the-top door ever to have graced video gaming history. I'll save that for the community. Okay, so that wall there actually isn't needed. The top, even though it bleeds through, that can just continue to exist because that's not any more or less efficient. So these walls here are the correct height, so we'll separate those off, leaving just this. So we don't need that. And we don't need that. And then we can, in fact, shimmy that across by one. Ha! You're more than welcome to have that, MFG. I might even, don't know, like once this is out, maybe host like a community mapping contest on who can make the most elaborate thing, whatever that thing may be. Bonus points for it being an actually efficient build. Right, so we're going to merge that. Let's reselect that. Right, shimmy that son of a... you know what, the easiest solution here would be add a small little slice there and line that up properly. There you go. With this bit, I'm actually going to put it to the correct height, so it's like a piece supporting it. Hell yeah, that's looking good to me. And Boris, I think you'll be one of the people who could just get on with it straight away out the gate. Like, you've seen enough streams now, I think you understand the workflow quite well, so I reckon you'll grip it quite quickly. And I'd love to see what you're capable of doing in it, so please do. There we go. Do we think this should line up to that pillar? And by we, I generally mean me, but you guys, I would love some input. If I just had this little edge here, connected there. I think that works personally. I'm not drinking today. Oh, I forgot the chat bot. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot to put the chat bot on. Yeah, I do. So last night I slept with the window open because it was too hot, and just been a bit like all day because of it. Slight like sniffly cold and stuff. It doesn't seem symptomatic of coronavirus. Just a general cold. So don't go worrying yourselves too much. I'm plenty okay. My voice is just a little bit less than ideal today. Those faces aren't needed, so I'll tidy those up. So, Pepsi Max hasn't been in stock anywhere for ages. So, I've now, you know the whole like big old can stack that I had behind me? I've now got almost just as many Coke Zeros as I do Pepsi Maxes up there. The fortification is immense at this point. Slept 4 hours. That's not much. I assume that's kind of what you were guessing at there. Right, those can be deleted. That can be separated so it can come down to the correct heights. Then we can reconnect that so that we can do speedrunner blocking. I don't like doing this, it feels bad, but so does that little skip. And that's why we're going to fix it. As you can probably tell, I'm quite tired today as well. Again, because it was too hot in my room last night, I just could not sleep. For love nor money. I eventually got some sleep, but too little too late. How you doing, Warpro, anyway? Oh, and I punch demons. Welcome. How is everyone today? Oh my god. I'm just gonna grid line the whole damn thing. There we go. Hey, Well Pro, thank you for the resub. What do you guys think of that new notification, by the way? Is it not annoying enough anymore? Like the old one used to be super in your face, the old Doom themed one. I much prefer the animation, but I'm not sure the lack of E1M1 is working. So I might bring the old sound back at least. Bit lame. At least you're honest. Lack of E1M1 is always a problem. Well then, suppose I'd best fix it, hadn't I? What is... Ugh. So the way me and Jason hacked this, like, pathing together. Like, why? Okay, you know what, we'll just take all the vertical ones and grid align those. And somehow that doesn't grid align on the same axis to itself. Hello? Think? Nope, that one's off by one. That's straight, that's straight, that's straight. That one there can go out by a notch just to help it be rounder. Yeah, that's good. What song is this? This is Dawn Breaks Over the Ruins by Temple. I'll put a link in the chat for you, Bella. There you are. Fantastic track, if you ask me. Sort of has a slight Opethy vibe, but lacking the lyrics, which is a big part of Opeth's sound, I think. Void Bastard, I'm a huge Thank You Scientist fan. And so is Bellafly here in the chat. I must ask, what made you Wait, where are you based? Like, are you in England or are you elsewhere? Because I'm wondering if we may have seen them at the same show. Oh, Bella, I'll just put it in chat for you. There you go. Random archive stream yours and heard a Thank You Scientist. You're also in the UK. Ah, did you go to the... God, what was the venue name? Is it a Steam Room in Portsmouth, I believe it was called? Steamworks, something like that. Great little venue. Ah, no worries. Were they on tour with Coheed and Cambria, though? And Polyphia? Ah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, dude, they are fantastic live. I couldn't possibly sing enough praise about them. Yeah, same. And you're most welcome, Bella. You are absolutely welcome. Right, let's get this terrain finished, shall we? That top piece wasn't actually connected to the floor. I disconnected that earlier, so let's rejoin that. Let's have a look at the way. I vom. Big delete. So the way Jason sort of like pencils his maps together when like working out flow and things like that, oh, it doesn't work for me. It's a fantastic way of working. Like, it's very efficient, very quick, but I can't process it well enough. Like, all of this is super misaligned because of it. And for me, I'm one of those people who'd rather get something right up front than come back later and fix it. That's always been the way I work, even with Doom maps, so it's an old habit I'm never going to break, I think. Right, you are a bit strange. I'm going to put you in the middle for now, just so I know to work on that later. That window is a bit jank. We'll put a proper one in later on. Alright. First person who can name this chiptune, obviously it's of an actual song, you get the next song request. No point redeeming necessary. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to delete that whole cave. I know what I'm doing with this, so I'm going to have to be more careful with my selections. You know, I didn't think about how annoying this bit would be in chiptune before adding this to the playlist. It is just one note over and over. That's what's annoying me about it. The main riff of the song is actually really recognisable, though. Please get to the... You know what? I'm done with this. It was supposed to be Testify by Rage Against the Machine, but obviously that does not translate well to chiptune. Let's have a look. So I don't want that wall. You would have got it as well, yeah? You can have a free song request, I believe you. In before Thank You Scientist. Right, let's check what the time is. I've got half an hour before I need to disappear. Let's see what we can achieve in that time. Rick Astley, never going to give you up. So, I am doing like semi-regular quizzes with my family. My dad hosted the first one 2 weeks ago, and one of the questions was like, list the entirety of the lyrics for Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up's chorus. And I was like, this one question has made me recognise I've spent too long on the internet and have been rickrolled too many times. Like, I know that whole thing word for word. I mean, a big part of that would be where I used to work as a mobile DJ with him, but... Hey, Cyano. Of course you do, it's got cyan in it. Look at all that. Oh. So you got like this like nice sort of warm mustard yellowy sort of colour, some red hues coming across, and then the sign as the lava as a contrast against it. You know the rules, and so do I. Beat you to it. Maybe not on your end, I didn't. Good old Twitch lag, but hey ho, there you go. That reminds me. Different texture, please. Thank you. Just under 5 seconds latency. Okay. Not too bad. That's just slapped in place, but we're going to work around that as if that was there. Yeah, all things considered, 5 seconds is very, very good. That's handy, that's perfectly on the 45 grid. You know, it'd actually probably be more efficient to just do that one angle. So that goes to here, that needs to be grid aligned. Good Lord Almighty, what is going on here? Working with that terrain is something else. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, having 2 seconds of lag in an active conversation is awful. On that topic, have you ever had moments where you're like in the midst of conversation with someone and you feel like you've just lagged for a second, like in person, something didn't not quite right, just didn't happen, you just didn't get something when it should have happened or as it happened? It just takes you a minute to process what someone said. It's like, what the... What? Oh, right, yeah. Ha! Men in Black deleted your memory. God. You know, there's one, like, theory type thing that always used to mess me up as a kid a little bit. So I got really addicted to playing The Sims for quite a long time. And, there I saw like a... I don't even know if you'd call it a meme back then. Like, the word meme wasn't a thing, but yeah, I read a like meme essentially which said, you know when you walk into a room, then you totally forget why you even went in that room? Yeah, the person controlling your sim just deleted your action. I was like, ooh, is that... Hold on, really? Am I sim? Oh, this reminds me, I need to check out Dance Gavin Dance's new album. I still haven't bothered. I need this band's latest stuff in my ears. Yeah, the whole simulation theory is definitely a, like, popularly thought of theory, even before things like The Sims existed. Quite an interesting one. Like, whether or not it's true, there's no way of telling. It's the same way of telling if a god is true or not. You have no tangible way of knowing. Yep. Matrix, similar concepts. Ghost in the Shell. Touches on similar things. Ooh. I have both lines selected, we don't want that. Yep. That's the one, Garcelle. Strange topic to me. Like, I don't believe it. But then there's always that shred of doubt. Like, hey, this could be a thing, I suppose. Right. Let's get that in place. I have not seen the Hollywood adaptation, and I do want to, despite how every live-action rendition of anything animated tends to go to shit. Sorry, my brain's doing a thing. I think this bit here is going to become a doorway. Prefabs, browse prefabs, doors, door 1 by 1. Actually, that's quite a nice size. It's not great. There you go. I mean, I'm not some like stuck-up elitist weeb. I don't care about the anime and the sanctity of anime or anything like that. I just like the Ghost in the Shell franchise for the concepts it puts out. Like, they're really interesting to me. So, I'm not overly protective about like the franchise or how it's treated by Hollywood or anything like that. And with media, I'm quite accepting. Like, if a movie's okay, I'll probably view it as quite good. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna have a little switch up into tech-basey stuff. Why is that not bridging? Are you not actually... There we go. Cool. You've got a question for me on Discord. Okay, General VV, Jason, how are you doing, by the way? Let me hop on over. While I've got your attention, please just scream at Mike. This duplicate readjustment is stressing me out so much. And yeah, we could jump in a call if you want. Are you streaming live currently? Guys, I'm going to talk to Jason because I'm not sure he's actually here in chat. Yeah, you guys cool with me bringing General VV into a call? Fuck it, let's do it.
Stream for a second. Well,
Hello.
hello.
I love how anyone American, as soon as I'm like, hello, they have to say it back in as British of an accent as they can do.
But of course.
Every time, without fail. I love it. How are you?
I'm doing good. I heard you at the last second there. I feel like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. There's some things that I do like about it, but most of the time, it's been bothering me just because like I have to
realign every single thing in your position.
Yeah, a lot of times that I'm working on vertical stuff right now, so when I work on something, I have to like readjust it back to the right and then move it back down. So it really doesn't help as much as I think.
No, I think the instances it would help are far fewer than the instances where it's a nuisance. And in the instances where it would help, I'd much rather realign it by hand there, because they're fewer than every time I have to do it for, well, every other duplication, basically. Yeah, I think, I
wonder if his concerns are just like, they're not as strong. I don't know, we'll see. I've been finding a few interesting bugs today. Like, I exited the map, like, after playing really quick, and my default layer got deleted. Like, everything inside my default layer was deleted. So I had to reopen the map again.
That's kind of concerning.
Yeah, that was fun. First time.
I'm going to save my work now. Thank you for prompting that.
First time experiencing that one, so I made sure to post it in bugs. But so there was that, and then I also discovered an interesting bug with the pathing tool. So the new pathing tool. I had problems like merging verts together that were.
Oh, I saw that one on the Slack.
Yeah, it was weird.
That is a bit
unusual.
unusual.
Jazz just needs to look into the math he's using for those verts.
Yeah.
Going on there.
Yeah, it's probably nothing too serious.
Yep.
So I'm actually only going to be streaming for another 20-ish minutes. There's a online concert I want to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What band?
So they're a comedy metal band called Psycho Stick.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they are a strange bunch, but me and Jimmy have watched every single live show they've done so far, and we have no intention of stopping.
Are they? They must be pretty good then.
Yeah, they're a great laugh, and they're pretty damn good musicians. Someone in my chat just recognized the band, so yeah. I was gonna raid them for those watching my stream, so stick around, and then you'll be able to hang out watching them with us.
Oh, I might have to partake.
Go for
it. Yeah, just a quick mention. So I asked Mike to fix the game mode stuff as well, so I think he's gonna look into that today.
Game mode stuff?
Yeah, like in the current build, the one that I got last night, you don't currently have this.
Okay.
There's no control shift E like escape back to game.
Oh god, okay. Yep.
So you have to use the menu, and because you use the menu, it like basically is reloading it basically reloads the level. So then you never get a game mode quick, Q press.
Yeah. So when you're pressing Q, viewing it in game view, that never actually renders anymore. Just gives you the black screen. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
That'd be enough to bother me. Got everyone just quoting the lyrics to that band in my chat now.
Nice.
Yeah. Now that I'm on
Are they a
stream,
parody band, or is it just... is it all their own songs?
It's both. But whenever they do parody, it's never like a direct one-to-one sort of imitation of the song that they're parodying.
Nothing like Weird Al?
Not really, no. But there are definitely some similarities between the two that you could draw.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, Weird Al's a great shout. If he just turned up on Twitch, I'd probably start watching him as well.
Oh man, how do you? That would be really weird.
No, you don't say.
Yeah.
So, how's your map going? I saw the whole broken down looking stuff on Twitter. That looks fantastic, and the crate cutscene thing. Really like that.
Yeah, I'm working on. Are you talking about the one that falls off the cliff thing? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm working on one right now that smashes a zombie.
Brutal.
I just finished it, but it was it's funny. It was like it went through several stages. It went through, okay, the zombie isn't getting smashed. How do I smash it? Okay, let me put him in place, and then it was like, all right, the crate's just pushing him, and now let me try it. So now I ended up with this like crazy single player style like hacky like moment where the zombie sees you, he like reacts and gets angry, and then just immediately gets obliterated by a crate. And his blood just goes everywhere.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
So I'm working through all those changes you and I went through. Was it last night or the night before?
Honestly, I don't remember.
That's all blurring into one now, isn't it?
It is. I think maybe I was streaming yesterday, and I might have... No, it was like the day before, I think.
Yeah. Okay, that shortcut jump is now not as viable.
Like, oh yeah, it's Thursday. And tomorrow is Friday.
Oh yeah.
That'll be nice. Have you how have you guys been handling the stay-at-home order? Do you have a stay-at-home order?
Yeah, we do. That's pretty much worldwide now. Initially, it drove me insane, like absolutely crazy, not having the sort of social interaction I was used to. But now I'm kind of just like, it doesn't feel weird anymore. It's just, it is what it is, and I'm getting on with it.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that? I think the stay-at-home order is gonna feel like crunch, like just so when it alleviates, right, and we're no longer in stay-at-home.
Yep.
It's gonna resemble a lot of AAA crunch, like when you get off of crunching a game for like a few months.
Yep.
And then you're able to go back to like what you would consider normal. your mind just goes to this place of, what do I do with all this free time that I have now?
Fantastic. I mean, from my perspective, and with Prodeus, it'll probably be no different, really.
Yeah, probably.
But from my day job perspective, I can't wait for all this coronavirus nonsense to just go.
Be
just
done with.
Go away, please, because it's affecting all the web design stuff I do hugely. I'm doing more work than ever now.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time I'm done with my day shift and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I should work on Prodeus, my brain's like, no, just have a break. You need to chill. So
I know exactly what you mean.
That's alright.
So, sidebar, because I'm working on a piece right now. You're always like asking me about like clipping textures and stuff.
Yeah.
And I ended up in the need for something.
I noticed you used the electric panel looking texture with like black and black emissive.
I'm doing not completely black emissive, so it's still there. It's just not completely gone. And what I'm doing is it's sort of built into this story for this area, so that's why I can kind of get away with it. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it's like it's sort of like a little mini force field that prevents the player from just falling out of the world. But it's visually there, so you can see like, oh, I'm not gonna fall, you know, or
no, that makes sense.
It almost registers as like a VR room grid. Like when you get close to it, you're like, oh, I guess like I'm gonna hit my wall.
Gotcha.
In my room.
Man, I still really want a VR headset, but they're just not affordable for the average Joe yet.
Yeah, I remember getting it pretty cheap. I don't remember where I got my Vive from.
I keep joking with Akira, the person who did all the textures in Everternity, saying like, hey, you work in VR, don't you? Hook me up. He's like, yeah, it's not quite that easy.
Yeah, that's your VR drug dealer who just like has like a bunch of headsets under his coat.
I wish.
He's like, he's like, hey, I got some
over here.
Over here.
I've got the sweet goods.
Yeah, come over to this tiny 4x4 square room.
Do you want to escape reality?
Yeah, no, it's like, and then just like coat opens up and it's just a bunch of VR kits.
Oh hell yeah! Dodgy
I
VR
really wanted to upgrade to get the Index, but they're completely sold out everywhere.
Nuts.
I'd like to do that so I could replay through Half-Life Alyx. It was a good game.
Oh yeah, I'd love to experience that, but there's no point from my perspective until I have access to VR.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely not play any mods that make it first person.
Yeah. I'd rather experience it properly first.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some like modified versions of GZ Doom which allow you to play Doom maps in VR. I think it'd be awesome to see my own levels in virtual reality.
That sounds ridiculous.
I imagine the motion sickness would be quite a thing.
I guess it depends. I mean, unless you have like a bunch of vertical maps or something. Oh, the teleport stuff?
It's not a teleport controller is what I'm saying, so it might be more likely to cause motion sickness.
That's actually how I play VR for the most part.
What, you do teleport or you don't?
I don't do teleport.
Okay.
I find teleporting to be kind of annoying, actually.
Yes, so when I tried Doom VFR or whatever it was called, that sucked. I can't hide that. I tried it twice. I tried it at an expo and then I tried it at my dad's house on PSVR, and the whole teleport controls, it's just not Doom.
Yeah. I felt the same way when I was playing through. When I was setting up Alyx and I was going to play it, I thought, well, if I just teleport everywhere, the game's going to feel like I'm just playing a bunch of screenshots, as I move through it. And I'd much rather experience like all the fluidity of like, the visuals and everything like that. So
it'll give you a much better sense of place as well if you're like not physically traversing the terrain, but like if it feels like you are, rather than just sort of teleporting across. So,
yeah, for sure. The immersion in it is pretty strong. So
yeah, from what small bits I've seen pop up on things like Facebook and Twitter, it looks incredible. All right. So I've decided, you know that small cave section we added to my map?
Yes.
Where that elevator joins, that's actually going to be slight tech base underground, just to help break up the natural versus like human-made structure.
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
Yeah, just keep it flowing back and forth between the two.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like, designing the broken stuff for the first time, I ended up, like, creating or figuring out a lot of interesting techniques that I hadn't used before, because most of our maps are not built broken like this.
Yep.
So it was just really interesting to, like, jump in and, I don't know, for example, I kind of created some rebar stuff.
I saw that was using the I forgot what the texture's called. It's that one which looks like a grating or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like our grating
CO2
texture.
tile. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up doing some interesting stuff for that as well.
Locking the texture, stretching it out.
Good.
Am I right
Yeah,
guessing?
for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, and I ended up using the what's it called? We have that Gothic tile, right?
That's a new one.
So it's like
as far as I'm
the
concerned.
the stone tile one. But then I added the I ended up using the cracked version and just scaling that up a tiny bit, and it really adds a lot to the broken areas.
Okay.
You almost don't even.
So it's almost just like cracked concrete in that context.
Yeah, or just like a cracked rock.
Yeah.
You know. So I ended up doing a little bit of that, but also just
setting its half res, I assume.
Yeah, using using the splat maps as well, because we have a black splat map.
Yep, for blast damage. I've used that a couple of times.
Yeah, I've been throwing that around here and there. I even set up like a you know that crate thing that you said you saw the little seam where it slides off the edge.
Yeah.
I set up 2 splat maps that were like really thin, that created basically like scratch marks on the ground as it like goes down.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
Cool.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking like we could probably use that a lot more in those types of contexts, because it's pretty cheap as far as I can tell. I don't think it
too intensive on the old CPU.
Yeah, on the experience. Yeah.
See, all these like cool little ideas that you're thinking of and I'm thinking of now, I'm dead curious to see what the community come up with, because that's usually where like the most ridiculous like repurposing of tech comes from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% on that. Excited to see what people mess with, because a lot of the design elements and things that I use in my levels are very chill and subdued on purpose.
Yep.
You know, just to make sure that the aesthetic all fits and things feel cohesive, and we don't end up with like spaceship maps that are like, I don't know, like you're not driving a spaceship. Or like, I don't know, there's like a bunch of like weird things that I can see, you know, that like for example, if you can imagine like the original like Counter-Strike, and then somebody like made funk vehicles into like silly jeeps and like flying like silly things, you know, it's like that stuff was awesome, but it just wouldn't have worked in the original game. So like the designers don't get to mess with that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see people make like just really weird, like, because you know our movers are now like really aggressive, like we can land on them and then move with them and rotate with them and stuff. I'm excited to see like what kind of like weird levels people come up with that are like tilting, or you know, just doing like
you're really inside a Rubik's cube and you have to survive as it solves itself, or some crazy thing like that.
It's like the movie Cube.
Yeah.
You're just in the movie Cube.
God, yeah, there's all sorts of nutty things you could do. I did earlier show off the super fancy door with the airlock, like rotating piece that snaps in half and stuff, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." I was saying that maybe when the game's out, I'll host a little community competition or like collaboration project where everyone has to make like a map with one of the most elaborate doors they've ever made or something, just for the fun of it, to see where it goes.
Yeah, I have some plans for our I guess early access beta thing coming up here pretty soon.
Okay.
I want to do like a mapping competition.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that goes.
Am I allowed to participate?
Well, you're sort of already participating.
I suppose. Now I'm nervous. Gonna get outplayed by the community themselves.
Oh, don't you worry. There's somebody out there that's gonna put both of us to shame pretty quick.
Yeah,
you know.
Definitely.
I mean, so that's interesting. But yeah, I think I would like to do. So, what you speaking of like the door creation stuff? I think it'd be great if we just did like a prefabs. I wish there was like a rhyming day with that, like prefab Mondays or like prefab Tuesdays, where like everybody just comes together and makes like a door prefab of their own, and then we just put them online, or like we do like, I don't know, it just like fun stuff like that the community can like, oh yeah, just weird scripted events, or like maybe even down the road when we start doing game modes and prefabs, that we can all create our own game modes that people can then, work
elaborate on.
Stuff.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty sick.
Void Bastard in my chat just said, "You son of a bitch, I'm in." So we've got our first sign up already, and it's not even a thing yet. Done.
Fantastic. Welcome.
Right, what's the time?
All together, merge chats. Yeah, I mean, you can just watch Josh's stream. I think it's a little earlier than mine, but I think he's about to bounce.
I am about to bounce today, but I do. So I normally do. This is gonna just completely out me as the nerd I am, but I normally do D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, on a Friday, but I think that's been cancelled. So if it has, I will probably stream tomorrow about this time.
I was watching this show called Community on Netflix. I hadn't watched it before, and I was basically binging. And they have a really, really nice D&D episode. They have like 2, I guess. They went back and redid it again.
Okay.
And they're actually really funny to watch. So if you have Netflix, definitely check it out.
I do have Netflix. It's just finding the time and freedom to watch the Netflix, basically.
Oh yeah, just put it while you're working.
Yeah. But then I have the mentality of, oh, well, if I could do that, I could stream or something. Always like arguing with myself that if I'm doing Netflix, I'm not being productive. Probably a bad mindset to be in, but...
Yeah. No, I felt that same way. Like, actually, yesterday, I've just been streaming, but only in our Discord channel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just real chill. Yeah, just real chill. I don't have to worry about like a bunch of stuff going on. I don't really even check chat. I just focus and work. But it's there if somebody wants to watch.
That's probably a good way of doing it, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. So I saw that Arlene graduated from university.
Yeah, I actually haven't spoken to her about that yet. I guess we both found out the same way from our stream notification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's cool. Now that she's done with school.
High five. Well done. Now what?
Yeah. I wonder if she'll attempt to get a job in the game industry, or if she's going to stay where she's at.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was interested in a job. But it's more about finding one first, isn't it?
I don't know. She's got like a lot of really cool maps, She has like a pretty strong portfolio. I think she could do it. I mean, her and Bridge are always mapping.
Yeah, they are.
Always.
Yep. I was amongst them before Prodeus.
Yeah, I was looking at Bridge's he's sort of
started doing workout streams.
He started doing workout streams.
I think
do you really want to put the rest of us to shame and put us to shame physically as well?
That's his game, and he's winning. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's a great idea in my head, because like whenever I work out, it's like time I'm not working, time I'm not streaming, so on and so forth. So nothing else but the workout itself is being completed. So he's killing 2 birds with 1 stone there. But I sure as fuck do not have the figure or the like mental fortitude to work out in front of a random audience of the internet. I couldn't do that. No way. I get self-conscious with just myself and a mirror.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I've got all the mirrors in my house covered. No,
I do not have any reflective surfaces in my house. They insult me. It's actually a lie. There's one which is behind my green screen right now, which it's on like a wardrobe door. I always have to open it because it seems to like make the green screen screw up. So the like wardrobe's always open.
Yeah, actually, the same thing happens with my VR stuff. If you have a mirror in the room, it screws with the lasers, so okay. You can't have that going on. Somebody just said that my mic was louder on your stream than it is on mine.
I will explain to them how that is. I've turned your microphone up to 200% on Discord.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I have had to do that with a few people, actually. I've noticed there's a couple of people whose microphones just aren't that loud, and I don't know if that's to do with the way Discord's set up, or it's their microphone, or whatever. But as long as I don't hear you peaking, it isn't a problem for me.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll make sure I don't yell into your stream.
Lay down your heaviest metal scream impression. Go.
Oh no thanks. I need time to practice. Time to practice.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't suppose you would be up for the challenge.
Not on the spot, no, but I guess I could send a clip of it.
That'll be my what is it, the my like wake up, or what is it, what did I say, what's my thing, you're a mess, Dragonfly?
You're a mess, Dragonfly.
Yeah, that would be like
really
your notification when you...
Oh god.
Just a scream noise.
Okay, so Psycho Stick, the band that I want to watch, have just gone live. So I'm going to pack up for the day and I'm going to go watch those. Those who are here in my chat, thank you very much for hanging out. It's been a pleasure. Those who are in Jason's, nice to see you.
Yep. Bye, guys.
I'll probably be live tomorrow, maybe, question mark. Big question mark, not sure. We'll find out. So do stop by if you want to. And likewise, those of you who are here in my chat, go check out Jason if you want more Prodeus, or stick around to see the band I'm going to go watch.
Yeah, so, I think I might check that band out. It's going to sound pretty cool.
Yeah, some of their songs are interesting.
Dragonfly's chat. And I'm going to hang up the Discord call too, so you can jump off.
Sweet.
So, I'll catch you later, man.
All right.
Yep.
Cheers. Take care. And goodbye, chat.